Hello, my name is Maya Barber, and I'm your host for this episode of College and Career Readiness Podcast. Today we are joined by our special guest, Emily, the admissions manager from Oregon State. Cascades, before we start our interview, remember to take control of your future, join the California Army National Guard, and serve your community during local, state emergencies. You'll learn marketable skills, earn a paycheck, and get money for school. Contact Sergeant Aquino today at 916-233-7615. What do you love about the school you're representing?
Oh, I love so many things about OSU Cascades. Probably my favorite thing is the area that we're located in. So OSU Cascades is housed in Bend, Oregon, which is in the middle of beautiful Central Oregon. We're right alongside the Cascade Mountain Range, hence our name. And I really love that there's so many outdoor opportunities for students. So literally you can think anything about doing anything outside, whether that's skiing, biking, fishing, camping, trail running, anything like that. And students have all of that at their fingertips while they're receiving an Oregon State degree in Bend. So, and I love that it's a smaller, more intimate community on our campus in both the Bend area and also at our OSU Cascades campus. So really cool.
That's great. What sets you apart from other schools?
Yeah, I think the sense of community on our campus definitely sets us apart, but also we're the newest campus to be opened in the state of Oregon in 50 years. So we're quite literally making history every day on campus. And I really love that our school is a little bit different than the traditional Oregon State. So OSU is actually the main campus of our university, and they're located in Corvallis. So kind of how the UC system has different campuses, we have two campuses, and the one that I represent in Bend opened in 2016, and we have about 19 different programs that range from the classics like biology, business, and psychology as well, but we also have some things that are unique to our campus, such as we have our hospitality management program, arts, media, and technology, and energy systems engineering. So we have a little bit of an edge to Oregon State that students can seek in a smaller environment, which is great for class sizes too.
Yes, that's amazing. Now to our academics and applications. What are some key advice you would give to freshman applicants?
Yeah, so kind of looking back at my own experience as a high school senior, just kind of learning how to do some time management, and it sounds super cliche, but honestly, even keeping a spreadsheet of when your applications are due, when you want to apply, what kinds of things that you need to gather, whether that's, all of your test scores or continuing to finish up those essays and things like that for college applications are really important. But also keeping track of scholarships and when those might be due as well. I think that's just as important as the application process. But also to give yourself a little bit of grace and to know that it's okay to be nervous and stressed out about college apps, and to lean on people like myself, an admissions advisor, or your college and career counselors, because they really do want to help you troubleshoot those issues, but also to feel good about your application and excited about the next steps.
Yes, that's great. What programs are your school known for? What's the acceptance rate for these programs?
Yeah, so in addition to a lot of the classics that campuses tend to have, so business, psychology, biology, so those things I mentioned earlier, we offer a lot of programs that are really kind of centered around what is offered in Central Oregon. So things like energy systems engineering, for example, it involves 3 different types of engineering, so students are getting a really strong foundation in electrical, mechanical, and industrial engineering with a component of sustainability and environmental ethics around that. As well as things like our computer science program. It has a really high job placement rate, so students are getting hired before they're even graduating from college and getting really amazing internship opportunities, things like that. And a lot of our programs, too, have evolving curriculums where they're staying up to date with new things that are happening in our communities or new technologies that are emerging, so students are getting to get their hands on things like that, so they have really great experience before even leaving OSU Cascades, so... Yeah.
What is the tuition?
Yeah, so the tuition for out-of-state residents is currently sitting around $31,000, but that's before any financial aid or scholarships come into play, and we have a lot of really great opportunities for out-of-state students. One of those is including the Golden State Scholarship for California residents.
Okay. Does your school follow the A through G requirements, and does it require anything above that?
Yes, we do. So we require, we do follow the A through G requirements, but we also require that you send us your test scores, and we also want to see a full high school transcript and things like that as well. But again, if you're ever concerned about any of those requirements, you can always reach out to myself or an admissions advisor to make sure that you're hitting all those marks.
Great to know. Are there any programs that provide additional assistance to undocumented students?
Absolutely. All of our programs do. OSU and OSU Cascades are a sanctuary university as a whole. So we are here to serve and help every student find their own success in college with any sort of support that they might need.
Do you offer merit-based scholarships?
Yeah, absolutely. So our Golden State Scholarship that I mentioned earlier is our California-based scholarship. So last year's information, I'm waiting for the new year information here, but we offered up to $8,000 in scholarships per year for students, renewable up to 4 years. And that's just an automatically awarded merit-based scholarship. So that's just one of many scholarship opportunities OSU Cascade students have options to receive. But yeah, I really love the Golden State Scholarship. It allows students to get some really great support before they even set foot on campus.
Do you offer any internship programs to give your students a chance to make these connections?
Absolutely. So one of the things that I think OSU Cascades is most known for, and one of the things our students enjoy the most, is that we have a guaranteed experiential learning opportunity for every single student on our campus. So whether that's an internship or study abroad, research, a leadership role, capstone project, or even service learning, a student is going to get at least one or more of these guaranteed before they leave. So we really want to give students the opportunity to get experience in the field that they're interested in, and a lot of times that means internships or jobs outside of campus, or even getting involved with research and things like that. So there's endless opportunities for students to get involved out of the classroom.
That's amazing. Does your school offer sports scholarships?
We don't currently offer any sports scholarships because we actually don't have any traditional sports. So on our campus, we have some club sports that are kind of related to what's offered in Central Oregon. So things like skiing, snowboarding, and biking are just a few of those, but maybe in the future. Yeah.
Do you offer any study abroad programs?
Absolutely. So one of my favorite things about our smaller campus is that you get to take advantage of all of the large campus opportunities with Oregon State, and one of those is study abroad. So there's over 200 different study abroad programs in 70 countries, including Antarctica.
Wow.
So you can actually pretty much go anywhere studying abroad.
Now to campus life. What are some non-athletic clubs on your campus?
Yeah, so we have a really wide variety of clubs on our campus. For being a smaller campus, I'm always impressed by the amount of clubs and activities that we have for students. So some of the
The non-athletic clubs?
Yeah, so the non-athletic clubs we have a lot of academically based interest clubs, so things like Biosciences Journal Club, or our Cascades Tech Club, or Cascades Multicultural Club. We have a lot of different clubs that are based on student interest, also for recreational interest too, so things like Cycling Club, or our Rock Climbing Club as well. Our Rock Climbing Club actually is our most popular club on campus right now. There's over 180 students involved, so
that's a lot.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
How is the surrounding city? Is it urban or suburban?
Bend is kind of a little bit more urban, but it's kind of in an interesting context. So Bend has about 100,000 people, but what I love about it is even though it's a fast-growing city, it still has that small-town charm. So Bend has been one of the most popular tourist locations in the state of Oregon, so people love to vacation and come and check out Bend for a variety of reasons. But it has a little bit of a city feel, but definitely it's still more of that small town feel. But what I love to tell students is that there's something for everybody in Bend, whether you kind of like the city life or you like the more calm countryside life. There's really something for everyone to enjoy.
That's great. What activities are there to do outside of the campus?
Yeah, so really, like I was saying earlier, there's so many things to do in Bend. If you love rock climbing or biking or skiing or snowboarding or anything outside, there's just so much for students to get involved in, whether that's through the campus or not. For example, Mount Bachelor, which is our home ski resort, is only 20 minutes from our campus, so it's actually on the same road pretty much that our campus passes by. So really great access to outdoor activities, but we have a really vibrant arts and entertainment community as well, so tons of outdoor festivals, concerts, places to explore and shop and go to art walks, things like that. So I always tell students you'll never be bored in Bend, and if you are, just come let us know and we'll give you ideas.
How many students would you say attend your school?
We have about 1,300 students currently, and we are growing. So we actually will have probably around 3,000 to 5,000 someday, but since we're newer, we're still growing right now.
Okay, now the demographics. What is your student to staff ratio?
Yeah, so our average class size is 17 students, but it's not uncommon to see classes a little smaller than that or even a little bit larger. But it really lingers between that 17 to 30-ish mark, which is great for students to make connections with those professors. And all of our classes are professor taught, so that means students get to work with oftentimes professionals in their field or people who are conducting their own research or working with their own businesses, which is really awesome. You're never a number at OSU Cascades. You really do get that connection with your instructors, and you feel like a valued individual, which is really great for the experience.
Mm-hmm. Diversity is a big part for many students deciding what college to go to. And with that being said, what ethnic groups are represented at your campus?
Yeah, currently, so as a smaller campus, definitely are working towards a more diverse campus community. So we currently have 17% students of color, but we are attracting a lot of students from different regions. And as we get the word out about our campus, we're hoping to build a more diverse community.
As we're wrapping up, how can I get more information?
Yeah, absolutely. So the best way to get information is to go to our website, which is osukascades.edu. Or you can also contact our admissions office. We have a wonderful team of student tour ambassadors who love to connect with interested students. You can actually email them at bendbeeves@osukascades.edu, and you can always connect with me as well. I love to chat with students individually and help them figure out if OSU Cascades is a good fit and to help them learn more about the college process in general.
Great. Thank you for participating on our podcast. We appreciate your time and support.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been great.
Thank you.